Yo, 10 shots, 6 blunts blowing through the session. Dragging on a split, free and dragging on a cliff. A MC in the booth, an assassin on the roof. I'm just waiting to shoot. Nigga, hurry up and die. Greatest truck of spares, you would think you had drama.
We're back. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I think I forgot it previously. I'll remember. AB's gonna kill me for this. Gentlemen, we got some time, and I gotta ask you, with nothing but emptiness at the moment, MLW is asking dream matches and all this other stuff. I don't want to hear none about that. I'm actually curious. What do you guys think we're going to see when we come back? Are we going to see the MLW draft? Are we going to see a completely different vision? Because MLW, it seems like every season, it switches up just a little bit. So what are you looking forward to? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think we're going to get? Like, talk to me real quick.
I mean, I would love to bring back the draft. It worked good last year. Why break something if it's still working? Bring back the draft. Give us something every week. 3, 4 new names. I'm good with that. On top of what you already have. But I would love more women to be added to the draft. Just, give us something different. Give us something the same, but add a little twist to it. So,
you just want a little spice.
Yes. Yes, sir. Please. Sazon.
All right.
Sazon.
All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit old school. I'd like them to start, going back to the roots, going back to using, again, I mentioned this the last pod. Don't do multi-man matches. Even Hammerstone and Fatu and Mads had a multi-man match, right? And I know there's a couple of companies out there that are doing that multi-man, multi-tag team lucha thunderstorm matches, and I'm like, man, the talent that you have there, just showcase them. You've got a long enough time. If you've ever been to an MLW live show, you've got enough time. Those things are long. Like, I would get there at 6:00, a little lit because I drink pre-game, and by 7:30 I was like, man, I've got another 3 hours of this. I gotta walk away, get another drink, get ready. They've got a long time, and the seasons could be extended. Not only that, right? Not only could the season be extended so that we didn't have these gaps, but you could also put in another match into some of these episodes. Some of them I've noticed are a little bit thin, right? They're 2 matches long, 2 long matches, but I'd like to see 3 matches on every episode, especially since I'm waiting every week, and watching that countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'd really like to see that. I'd like to see just them showcase who they have, showcase them in old school styles. Of course, bring in a little bit of the hybrid that people like. Even Davey Richards has a little bit of a hybrid style, right? I mean, yeah, he has some classic wrestling, but he also has a little bit of a, the MMA style. I'd like to see them go and feature Alex Kane against some big monsters and have him slam people around. I'd like to see a little bit more, getting back to that old school, Mance Warner. I'd love to see him out there just bunkhouse style, knocking heads, getting some blood. I don't know about the razors all over the place matches type stuff, but that's just me. I think you can see my style. I'm old school. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see them do. How about you guys? How about you, Chef?
All right, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I love El Jefe. I'm a big El Jefe guy. I like sample size of what they've done with them, and I feel like it wasn't executed well. I think we got something that we seen that we were like, oh, I can get behind this, and it never showcased him to where I think it should have. Also, the way I see it with MLW, if you want to have an off season, shoot stuff where you could build up all year for Aztec Underground, and your off season be nothing but Aztec Underground. So you don't have a layoff. You'll have MLW, and then you'll have your Aztec Underground. But I do want to see more of a violent side to El Jefe. And I know that it's not Dario Cueto. I get it. But there's so many similarities because he kind of plays the same thing with, but he has a little more humor in him. He does have a funnier side to him over here. We've seen that when he was in the ring with Hammerstone and he was being kind of silly and stuff, and it was all right. But I think that you should definitely at least have enough footage for 2 months so you have MLW and then Azteca Underground. Like, give me that much at least. I agree. Give me the draft back. I do want more women. We had talked maybe a month or two ago before we were saying that if need be, if you don't want to have the women on each show, maybe do like Impact had one night onlys and do your women like that. That way it feels special. They have their own thing. They're showcased heavy, and you mix everything in. So I think there's a lot of ways to touch up on little things that are missing, but that's me critiquing it. But I do want to see El Jefe a little more aggressive. I want to see people get beat up. Let it be. Like, let him do his thing if he's really going to do his thing. And they've teased a few things, and we don't even know what Azteca Underground is, to be honest with you. Like, when they went to Mexico, looked cool. I love the Pagano and Richard Holiday thing when they were fighting in that little cell thing. I thought that was fire. You didn't see much of Hammerstone, even though he was kind of always around. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things that they did, but you could do that here. You're going to tell me you can't just go to some abandoned place. Look, I'm going to shoot something, go talk to whoever and shoot it. This is America. There's plenty of abandoned places everywhere. Or you go back to Mexico where if you want to do it that way. But like I said, it's just me critiquing it, but I think there's so many things that I want to see done, and it's the product they have now. You don't need to do much. Just tool up and execute this right. I don't want to see, and I know people fucking are kind of going at Microman lately, but
I'm one of those guys.
like Saint Laurent, he fucking annoys the shit out of me. If I never see him again on TV, I'm happy. Like, he's a fucking cornball. And if he gets emotional or he feels a certain way, come on here. Or I could come see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got no problem talking to this guy in person because I think he's a fucking waste of airtime. And just keep him away. I don't know what the guy does, but on screen, he's just a lame. He's mad annoying, and not annoying where you get like heel heat where people go, oh, Chef is hating on this guy. He must have pissed him off. No, he's just corny. There's not heel heat. I don't hate the guy. I just, every time he pops on, I want to change the channel because he's boring. Like, that's just me. Like, I had to say that because it wouldn't be me if I didn't say that. But new season, get rid of Saint Laurent. Let him do whatever he does behind the scenes. Whatever he does, but just don't put him on screen. That's what I want.
Right.
I like that. Hey, so I guess if this is going to be the critique show, one thing I'd like to throw in is I'd like to see more more heel versus face. I don't see a lot of this guy is the heel, this guy is the face. I see a lot of you pick
Tweeners.
who you like, who you pick, who you know, right? Type of stuff. Um, again, that's just me, the old school in me. I know that some people say those old wrestling tropes need to go away, but there's always the struggle between good and evil. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Make it easy. They did that in the past and it worked. It worked. That's what hooked me personally into MLW. Watching it one night on a Friday night, on Vice, I was like, man, I'm hooked. Tell me, take my money. How do I watch a show? And really quickly, within a month, it was like, hey, we're in Dallas. I'm booking it. I'm booking it to fly to Dallas. That's it. It's close to me. I'm going to do it. Um, simple things. I think the simple things. If we're able to critique, that's one of the ones I would do for sure.
No, I agree. And before I get out of here, I think all heels should always be champions. Faces suck. I don't like faces. And I think we're all agreeing on that. We down with the faces.
I think that you mentioned it, and you made the best point that I've heard since I've been here. They messed up not putting the belt on a holiday, right? They had such a great storyline going, even with the bloody shirt and him coming back with that bloody shirt. Yeah, it was simple. It was simple. It was, it wasn't goofy. It was just good. They could have put the belt on him, have him walk away laughing, you know, Hammerstone bloodied, busted open, looking like trash, and then they could have said, "We are gonna build up Hammerstone again." But hey, that they didn't do it. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Hey, by the way, where's LA Park?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the two big homies, we're out of here. Deuces.